Welcome to another edition of Digital Marketing 101. I'm Solomon Timothy. Today's question is, what kind of content should I be creating at different stages of the buyer's journey? All right, this is a great question. Let's get started. So buyer's journey, it's my favorite topic if you haven't noticed. If you're a marketer, that should be your favorite topic as well. We should be diving so deep into that journey of our customer. How do they even know that they have a problem? What do they do? What do they search for? And what do they typically do next? How do they consider different providers? What are their criteria in making that decision? And finally, how do they go about making that decision? You should be all over that, all right? And I feel like I've never made a video without showing you my funnel. This is a very, very important piece, you guys, a very important piece. That is, people that are at the very top are just looking for a solution. They don't even know that they have to put money behind it to fix their problem. When you are thinking about what type of content to create, you have to know where they are in that buyer's journey. And obviously, this is really, really, really important for your success, all right? And you know this. If you're creating just bottom of funnel content, if everything on your website is skewed towards just getting that lead to fill out a form, you're probably missing 97% of the people that you can help. Only 3% of the traffic are what I call in-market buyers. Only 3%. So you're probably only attracting the 3% and you're leaving 97%. You're leaving 97% of what can be leads on the table. That's why this is really important to figure out what type of content should you be creating at different stages of the buyer's journey. So creating content at different stages of the buyer's journey is one of my favorite things to do. I love talking about the buyer's journey, and I feel like every single time I make one of these videos, I create a funnel to go over this over and over. I want this pounded in your marketing playbook that, hey, everything that you do in your marketing department has to be around that buyer's journey, right? If it's not about that, if it's not gonna help you move that needle just a little bit more, you shouldn't focus any of your attention. Let's break this down into the types of content that you need to be creating in your organization. So here's a quick look at what you should be creating at different stages of that buyer's journey. Number one, at the awareness stage, you're creating content at scale about the problem that the customer has, right? This is about the problem. So talk about that in your pillar content. Those are long form content about different questions that they might be asking on Google that will get you to this buyer that is in search of a solution. So that's pillar content. It could be long form content, just regular old blogs that everybody's familiar with, creating industry reports, anything like a white paper, and finally just videos. This is the challenge and this is the solution, right? Introducing them to a solution that they can consider in that consideration stage. Here's a solution to consider. So over here, you're showing them success stories and case studies and how people have been helped by your organization and comparing your solution to any other solution that's in the marketplace. It's you versus the other guys, right? What is the difference that you provide versus the other companies that are similar, and what's that differentiation so that they can make an informed decision about their problem. And product content, because this is when they're actually product aware. They actually know that there is a solution to my problem. It could be this product, right? This is the product that I should consider when I'm making this decision. So product content, people want to know that because, hey, look, what is this going to do versus that, right? It's going to be the iPad versus any other tablet that is out there in the marketplace. So you want to make sure that they can make an informed decision of what do they want to do at the end of the day. And finally, use cases, right? Any content around how do you use this solution in similar companies as the company that might be considering. So anything that you can provide to say, hey, here's how you do it. Here's the knife. I know you need some really sharp knives to cut your vegetables, but here's our knife and why is it better, right? We come with lifetime warranty and guarantee. We will replace it as many times as you want, and if you don't like it in the next, I don't care, 180 days, bring it back. But I'm gonna show you how to chop up all these different kind of vegetables so fast. Like that would be my example, seriously. Use cases are amazing because you wanna show the customer how to use your product, right? You wanna show them exactly how this product can solve their problem. So people are curious, so they'll probably watch a 5-minute demo of your software just to see how it works, just so that they can take it back to their organization and say, hey, I think I may have found a solution for our problem. Then we come to the last piece that I like to say, provider aware, right? So they already know that they have a problem, they know the solution, now they know a provider. And that provider has to grab their contact information, whatever that is. This is what we call bottom of funnel. This is the free trial. This is where you got to get the demo, whatever you want them to do to move down to the very bottom of your funnel, which is maybe talking to a sales rep or maybe just signing up for the product themselves. Some people call this SQL, or sales qualified lead, because they're ready to talk to a sales rep to find out the pricing, the terms, what's the contract like, how much does this cost, what do I need to do to get this software into my company, and how long is this implementation going to be, and when can I get the result of investing $5,000 or $50,000 into this software or into this solution at the end of the day. So that's what you would have to do in terms of content creation. Sometimes people think it's just creating blogs all the way around, right? Just create a bunch of blogs. That's great, but what about the people that don't want to read blogs? In this case, you could have created podcast episode, you could have created videos, you could have created an infographics, you could have created some SlideShare, right? Some content that would make it easy for someone else to consume. So it's not just create a bunch of blogs and that's going to solve the problem. It can, but people are going to want to see different types of content at different stages. So at the top of funnel, you probably create more infographics if you ask me. You might want to create more content to create awareness of the problem that they have. Having that is going to be a great way to get somebody who is a cold traffic, someone who's not really even looking at it, to come to know that they have a problem. One of my favorite things to do is creating quizzes, right? Just create a quiz that lets somebody know and think about all the important questions that they should be asking when they're trying to solve this problem. That's a great way to introduce them to your company, just to let them know you exist, and maybe they'll come back and want to know the solutions that you offer. That's a great way to introduce that person to your company that may come back and want to explore some of the solutions that you provide in that consideration stage. So it's not just blogs, it's not just one type of content, it's not maybe I just need to create this type of content throughout the buyer's journey. It's not. It's actually a little bit more involved than that. You should always be innovating in that content creation process to say, hey, how can I bring a fun way to get my audience that I need to let them know I exist in an extremely fun manner, right? So think about that when you're creating content and when you're creating your strategy for content. All marketers do this, all right? They're always focused on the decision. Their metrics are all decision driven. Their KPIs are all about, hey, we need to get 25 leads. They never talk about, hey, we should be generating as much content to create awareness for the solution that we offer. Rarely marketers spend all the time here. Most of the KPIs, most of the VPs and the CEO down is looking for this part only. You should be creating content that drives attention to a problem that they may not even know is really severe to growing or scaling their company, right? You really want to let them know that this is a huge red flag, fix it now or else, right? If you're a trademark attorney or if you are actually solving somebody's IP, right? IP protection, you realize how important that is, but they don't know that. So creating content around, are you protected or anything like that as an attorney would be a perfect example for awareness stage content. So hopefully this video has been helpful. I know it's really a lot of information to take in, but guess what? As a marketer, knowing what you need to do is absolutely important, and you could always get help to get this thing done, right? So we as One IMS have over 100 consultants that work with our clients to figure out, hey, let's create case studies, let's create video testimonials, let's create quizzes, let's create landing pages and test the call to actions to maximize conversions at the bottom of funnel, right? This is what we do. So this stuff seems easy, but at the end of the day, it has to be done if you're looking to grow and scale your business, all right? So if you like this type of content, click that like button, consider subscribing. Leave me a comment on the types of content people should be creating at different stages of that buyer's journey, which is, like I said, one of my favorite things to do. Just strategizing the type of content is already a lot of fun, trust me. So if you have more questions, reach out to one of our consultants, click that like button, consider subscribing, leave me a comment, and share this video with anybody that you know in your organization that need to watch this. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.